Mod TV. I'm Cathie, Filian.
And I'm Piacenza.
And today we are so excited to have special guest Norma Rapko joining us.
Norma is a author of a book called Embellished Memories, and she also uses Mod Podge on all her eclectic frames. And we're really excited to see what you do with it today.
So stick around, we got more Mod Podge Makeovers coming up. Norma, you are the queen of frames, which is why I am so excited today to be making this frame with you.
Thank you for having me, Cathie. I'm really excited to be here and show you what I can do with my picture frames.
Oh, it's going to be cool. To get started, we just want to show you what we're doing. We started with a plain wood frame, and we're using fabric Mod Podge to attach fabric to the plain frame.
And we're also going to be adding some fun embellishments and talking a little bit about how you can embellish your frames at home.
Fantastic. Well, let's get started.
Let's get started. We're going to first start with a plain wood frame, as you can see, and I usually start out with a regular brush, and I start by just lightly brushing on a light coat of my Mod Podge.
Now this is the fabric formula, right?
This is the fabric formula that we're using, yes. They also have, the paper formula if you're using paper, but you don't need a whole lot on here, and as you can see, I'm just brushing it on lightly.
One of my favorite things about your frames is that you use fabrics and papers and paints and finishes, and it's like anything goes with your frame.
I do. I love to use all different types of embellishments, and you can just get creative with anything that you have at home. It can be buttons and old jewelry and broken jewelry and just whatever fun stuff that you can come up with, Cathie. Even old T-shirts.
Oh.
You can, cut those up and reuse
Don't
the
get
fabric.
me started on T-shirts.
I know, you're the T-shirt queen.
Just finished my 101 T-shirt book.
I love it, love it. So yeah, as you can see, we're done here, adding the Mod Podge to the front of the frame, and there's no need to get the inside. And all I'm going to do is simply turn it over, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up the fabric, flip it around, and I'm just going to very firmly, you want to slide your hands across like this because it'll get a good adhesion onto the wood. And there you go. And this is pretty simple.
Well, I think that is very simple. Anybody at home could do this.
Anybody can do this project, yes.
Now, once we're at this phase, we're going to be ready to take our fabric and wrap it around the outer edges, and that's going to finish it off and give it a clean look. And to do that, the first thing we want to do is punch out this inside. And so we'll just put a snip in there. So we'll cut that. Just kind of cut a V right up into those corners. Just like so. And then, can I use the Mod Podge?
Yes, you can. Here you go.
Just add this all around the outer edge there and just really getting it in that groove.
Right.
Brushing it in. And that's why when I'm doing the frames, I don't know about you, but I like to use the bristle brush. So you can see that we've turned all of our corners over here, and we're starting to get a clean edge in the center. And now all we're going to do is go around the outer edge. You don't need too much, just spread that around. And then it's just like wrapping a gift. You fold your corner up, add a little bit more of your fabric Mod Podge, just like you would a piece of tape.
On the corners, right.
Fold it up.
There you go.
Add a little bit more. Now this back, I don't know about you, sometimes I do backings for them, like if I'm giving it as a gift.
Right.
You might use a piece of felt, or even you could have a piece of paper or something.
Right, you could do paper also on the back of it as well. Or you can also trim it right at the edge if you wanted to, and use the paint for the back of the frame, and that way that gives you a really nice, beautiful, clean finish too.
Go ahead and add a little bit more down this side.
It makes it fun to be able to just be your own person and create whatever you want.
Well, and this uses, for this is a small frame, so we're only using a tiny amount of fabric.
Right.
So you can really use a remnant or just an old scrap. Go ahead and move that down.
There you go.
And then usually on these frames there's going to be a metal prong. And so what I like to do is just go in. Sometimes I snip it with my scissors, snip a little hole, the metal prong to go through, and that way when you go to reapply your glass or any of the backings, you'll be able to go in and push that prong down.
Perfect.
You can see we've got,
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Loose thread.
Yeah, I
we've
love
got
that.
our whole frame covered.
We have it ready.
As simple as that. And now we're ready to talk about ways that we can finish this off. Embellishing. You're the queen of embellishing.
I love to embellish, and it is one of my favorite parts of creating the picture frames is when we do embellish. Now, as you can see here, we use ribbon for the inside of the frame, and then we used a little silk flower here with a little felt covered button for the center of the flower, and then we finished it off with a little braided felt ribbon on the edging, and so you get a really nice finished look to the picture frame. But you can use anything that you have at home. You can use, like I said before, broken jewelry, nail heads. For Christmas and around the holidays, I like to use ornaments that I find, and just all types of different tidbits. You'd be surprised if you get creative what you can do with embellishing something.
And you know what's so easy? You can just hot glue all this down. You can use gem glue if you're setting gems or anything like that. But it's so simple. If you want instructions on how to make this frame and more information on our beautiful guest Norma, please visit plaidonline.com, and you'll also be able to find our bonus idea, the instructions for making a lamp using the same fabric and fabric Mod Podge. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.